Welcome to this comprehensive guide on service desk work categorization. In this video, we'll explore the critical differences between incidents and service requests. Understanding how to distinguish between these two types of work is fundamental to effective IT service management. Whether you're new to IT support or looking to refine your service desk processes, this distinction will help you prioritize work correctly and deliver better service to your organization. An incident is an unplanned interruption or degradation of service quality that requires immediate restoration. Think of it as something that broke or stopped working unexpectedly. Incidents are unplanned, meaning they happen without warning. They're urgent because they affect your organization's ability to work. Every incident has an impact on service availability or performance. Whether a critical system is completely down or running slower than normal, it needs immediate attention. The primary goal when handling an incident is to restore normal service as quickly as possible. Let's look at some real examples of incidents. A system outage occurs when an application server crashes and users cannot access the system. This is critical because nobody can work. A security breach happens when unauthorized access is detected and immediate containment is required. This is critical because your organization's data is at risk. Email failure means the email service is down and communication channels are compromised. This is high severity because teams cannot communicate. Network connectivity loss happens when the internet connection is lost and remote workers get disconnected. This is also high severity because productivity stops. All these situations demand immediate action. A service request is a planned and anticipated demand for information technology, service delivery, or fulfillment of a standard business process. Unlike incidents, requests are expected. They follow established processes and timelines. Service requests use predefined procedures and catalogs. The focus is on delivering exactly what was requested, not on fixing something broken. These are standard, repeatable processes that IT support handles regularly. Service requests are predictable, meaning you can anticipate them and prepare in advance. They allow for proper planning and scheduling. Here are common service request examples. New user account requests happen during employee onboarding when someone needs new system access and email setup. This is a standard process that IT handles regularly. Software installation requests occur when an employee needs an approved application installed on their workstation. This follows a standard approval and deployment process. Printer setup requests happen when a new printer needs installation and configuration for a department. This is a repeatable process IT knows how to handle. Hardware requests include purchasing and provisioning new laptops or mobile devices. These are all standard offerings in the service catalog. Let's compare incidents and service requests directly. Timing is the first key difference. Incidents are unplanned and sudden, arriving without warning. Service requests are planned and scheduled in advance. The nature of the work differs too. Incidents focus on problem resolution, fixing something that broke. Service requests focus on service fulfillment, delivering what was asked for. Priority handling is different. Incident priority is based on severity and impact. Request priority is based on the workflow and standard procedures. Finally, the approach differs. Incidents require reactive handling, responding to emergencies. Service requests use a proactive approach, preparing and planning ahead. Here's a practical decision tree to help you categorize work correctly. Start with the first question: is the issue unplanned and unexpected? If yes, it's likely an incident and you should continue to the next step. If no, it's likely a service request, but verify it matches standard offerings. The second question is, does it impact service availability or performance? If yes, confirm it's an incident and prioritize by severity. If no, assess further as it might be a different type of request. The third question asks, is it a standard, predefined service offering? If yes, confirm it's a service request and follow the fulfillment process. If no, the work requires custom handling and should be escalated to management. Proper categorization has significant benefits for your service desk. Response time improves because you direct work to the correct team with appropriate urgency. Incidents get faster attention when properly identified. Resource planning becomes easier when you understand actual demand patterns, allowing you to optimize staffing levels. Process efficiency improves because you apply appropriate procedures and workflows to each type of work, standardizing how things are handled. Finally, metrics and analytics become meaningful. You can track performance against relevant KPIs for each category and measure overall service quality. When you categorize correctly, everything in your service desk runs more smoothly.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.